Hi, I'm Zoe, and I'm going to be reading two of my poems, as well as Meharoona's poem, which is over there at the back. So sadly she can't be here today because she's currently in Canada, but I had the pleasure of talking to her a few weeks ago, and it was a lovely little chat. We really bonded over kind of how identity comes across in poetry and in words, and also a lot about IDS and what makes IDS special. So my first poem, Toast Store, a fun fact about the title is that toast in Cantonese is si, and then store is si do, which is kind of backwards. And this poem has a lot of words that are actually translations from Chinese or Cantonese. So I don't expect anyone really to understand it because there are lots of elements to it, but hopefully you will. So this is Toast Store. Silken rays of warm soft glows, warm harmonious friends and hot hot dough. Sweet wife cakes and logoms, lil heart tiptoes with open heart loves. Walking man lows by Dexy roams, lather some mild milk on dosey toast. Got some coffee, go the sugar, fly back North Angle this summer. Chow by land, tea by sea, though we part, we will meet. By the Mami store, you and me. So my second one's called Measuring Tape, and it was written basically last year during lockdown. I lived on London Road, and it's basically about my feelings living there. Stretch my arms out like measuring tape. Whack them straight, I want to wrap around the world. Send out a casting call to everyone. With all of us holding hands, we can embrace Earth 345 times. My overbearing credentials are best demonstrated in my heavily taped care packages, rolls of brown tape over and over. My yarn ball sentiments wants to knit a blanket to line down the main road, a canopy of warmth, to the man on London Road with his canvases lined up, to the man outside Aldi in the tattered sleeping bag, to the women with frantic eyes that always ask me for change. I wish I had some to spare. I wish I could saw off the lid of my heart and house you there. The British wind don't discriminate, but I wish they did. Then where they fall would be a choice, and I wish they didn't fall on you. Yeah, so, moving on to Meharoona's poem. It's honestly a very lovely poem, so hopefully I'll be able to read it properly. It's called Finding Home, a Dream. Finding Home, a Dream by Meharoona Ghani. Quote, once we remove the religious labels, mentally, emotionally, physically, we are all the same. The Dalai Lama. Salam, Shanti, peace, home. We search for a sense to belong. Then something jars that sensibility, and we, you and I, are on the margins again. Why? I dream. Shanti drives me in a car, you in the backseat far from reach, beyond the dashboard road skylines, summer cities, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Brighton, in one dreamscape. Urban sprawl, green hills, blue skies. I lift my camera to seize the moment so we can remember that it once existed. Unable to capture it, the feeling, you know it, grabs you from behind, wraps you in its arms, slides down its hands from shoulders to fingers, makes you inhale from within your belly. Pause, eyes closed, be. Structures have fallen from the sky. A void widens in my stomach, occupies hollowness. So far, too far, peace misplaced. We watch it on the internet, an Egyptian, a Moroccan, a Mexican, a Taiwanese, and me, the Canadian. I look at my pseudo-Brighton family and words escape. I hope Muslims are not blamed for this. The Buddhist, the Catholic, and we three Muslims silently pray, home will not be the same. Shanti presses gas pedal and drives me further into Brighton Downs, with remains of New York in the distance. I remember New York, the place I met you. Frivolously we talked, our eyes fed each other. We discussed Edward Said and the stereotyped Muslim. You and I, where were we in this stereotype? Then, within that spirit of deep dialogue, you kissed me. We paused, lingered on lips, the taste, the city, where we had our first kiss. Shanti stops the car. You run out with me behind you. We throw ourselves onto the blade of the downs. You, me, and Shanti's presence. I whisper in your ear. I know the answer to why. Eyes open, I sit up and voice. If we feel that much in pain, we can feel that much in love. Thank you.